Okay, so we have a quorum now with Misha joining us. With Misha, Richard, and Fred. Are there revisions to the agenda?
No.
Okay. Everyone approves of the agenda. Okay, public forum. Looks like no one is there. Approval of minutes. Does anyone have any comments or suggestions about the minutes?
Other than I thought they were most exceptional. I would move to pass the
I did
minutes.
too. Okay, so Fred moves to pass the minutes. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Richard seconds. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Great. That's fast. Now, we've got Misha here to report on the current status of the building.
Well, I haven't been there in a week because I was guiding a trip in Canada, but coming this morning, it's still there, it's still warm. The doors are closed and everything is clean. Seems like we are in a good pattern of yeah, there's nothing urgent. Kitchen we could put it on like our list of things to do. It could be as small as repainting the counters and maybe the cabinets, just like a simple, very cheap couple hour effort, because now there's more people using the kitchen, so people been putting hot items on the painted counters with like, that's of course to be expected. Or if you guys wanted to upgrade the counters, like put it maybe like short term, let's paint it as a community work project, have the commission pay for the supplies. Let me organize it, as I suggest, and do it like as a community project with tenants, pay for paint, and then maybe put it on like a long-term list. Maybe we could use better counter there in some long term.
Fred has lots of pretty wood.
Yeah,
Uh,
Wood in the community kitchen like this,
probably not.
that's so great. Like,
Wood never looks great as a
stainless steel.
Do you need some trivets?
I'm back in a second.
Sure.
So that,
Yeah.
and then people get a hot pot that can put it on a trivet rather than just,
Good idea. Yeah, yes.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
I use
Fred,
those.
I have several pieces of 3/4 inch ceramic, um, various sizes. We could get together and all we got to do is like stick some of those felt pads on the bottom.
Yeah.
And that's what I use at the campground all the time. They work pretty good. So
Yeah, I often take a ceramic tile and glue some skid matting on the bottom of it.
yeah, I got a bunch of that too. So
Okay,
if
we'll
you
make
want to
up
get
some
together, we can come
They
up with
need some-
something.
trivets so that it won't happen again, if they use the trivets.
Nice. Thank
How
you.
much, if you were going to use trivets, how many do you think you'd need, Misha?
Just a couple, Richard.
Only a couple? Okay.
Truth be told, 90% of everybody uses microwave. And then the stove gets used infrequently, but that's great. That sound good to you all, would you okay for me to organize the repainting project?
oh, please, absolutely. And I can put on the long-term list to cover it with stainless steel.
Could be whatever you all decide to do. I was more like joking when I said stainless steel, but it's
Well,
very,
stainless steel is, the commercial kitchen and
Okay, that sounds good to me. Put it on the
Okay.
list.
we'll just put it on the list, it's not a high priority because, you're going to paint it and that will make it look a lot better. And then Richard, will organize getting ceramic trivets and that should last us for at least a couple years.
So you get the paint at Bisbee's.
Yep.
Town
Great.
ground, put it on the general weight house sub account.
Got it.
Okay.
Perfect.
Perfect. So Misha contacted me and told me that he did go in the basement and organized the flags so that they look better. They don't quite fit on a pallet so nicely, but just having the basement look organized and ability for people to walk around and to see where their stuff is really what it's all about.
Thank you for
And
that.
yes, and like I said, Beth Kendrick is not using her palette, so we do have an available extra palette if needed.
Loves like natural texture. Just tear this whole thing down and have this gorgeous option.
And what is that in the background?
Anything architecture wise, it's got so many identities.
Here.
Sounds like Patty.
I can't
Okay,
hear it.
I'm going in and out again. Ugh.
Did you ride?
All right, I'm back. Phew. Okay, so let's go to if there's nothing else with the current status of the general weight house, we can go to the long-term committee report, and then we've got a lot going on with the short-term committee report too.
Maybe real quick.
Because
I did replace some light bulbs over there to the Wade House, specifically the chandelier in the dining room, the LEDs.
oh great.
And I met with Beth to look at her heating situation.
Yes.
And yeah, it's just as she described it, she's got one register up in the ceiling, near the ceiling. And she needs to use an electric heater when the door is closed, when she's, with clients. The door
Right.
is open. Door is open, she's okay, but the door is closed, she needs the heater. So for now, I don't think there's a whole lot we can do to make the situation any better than what it is. Maybe sometime Richard is over, take a quick look himself. But
You don't think that we could extend a duct in the attic to her?
it's like in the attic, it's way up in the ceiling now.
It can go through that wall? Oh, wait, no. There's no heat?
She doesn't have adequate heat.
Hmm.
When she closes the door.
What does she have? Because the door's always closed, because it has to be closed at night, because she has patient files in there.
Yeah, yeah, she has an electric heater to supplement.
Oh, I see.
When she uses electric heater, she's okay. So.
Hmm.
Sometime Richard is over there, I'll have him take a look at it.
Yeah, we can get together on that.
With your new knee, you're gonna be back and better than ever.
So that's all I have, thank you.
Okay. Well, we can continue with some of these kind of detail things on the building. Fred, did you look into the cost for the gutters?
Yes, but it's gonna depend on how we design it, so I didn't see that it was under short term. Yes, it depends on how we design it. If we're gonna put a gutter in the whole length of that roof and then have a downspout,
I think that's what East Coast Metal recommended.
the whole length of the roof and then a downspout.
I mean, where the door is. Yeah, that section.
That section where the
I
door
think
is?
so, is what they recommended, yeah.
Okay.
I
Okay,
think Gibb will have a really good idea, because I think he had thoughts on where it would go also, but yeah. I think that's what, because I talked to East Coast Metal.
okay, I didn't know that. Didn't know that, okay. And do we want it just to shoot off? Or do we want a downspout?
I like a downspout.
Okay,
And where's the downspout? It's gonna drain. Isn't it?
yeah, that's.
That's the problem,
Because I know
drains
where it's
into the
gonna
connector
drain.
space.
Right underneath your
Drain
bicycles.
Into the connector space, like all the rain,
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
it's a trench there, so that's a little bit of an issue.
There's a definite
That's a
issue.
low spot, that's where
It is.
it goes.
Or do we wanna run downspout out the back? Which is gonna run the price up more,
How do you do that?
put a diagonal.
Well,
hole in.
couldn't we get the downspout that has a leg and then just has it going farther down the side of the ramp area?
Into the driveway?
Oh,
Yeah,
I think we can bury like a tube, if we mean.
I can look at that when it's easier for me when I see the building rather than imagining it. Cause it's like physically spend 5 minutes, I could run over and look right now while you guys talking about other things. But it's kind of hard to come up with that hypothetically.
Not gonna put it in until spring anyway,
Okay.
for another couple months.
It's mostly to solve the ice issue.
Yeah.
Right?
And with the ice, let's be clear, the ice is gonna clog the. Well, it's a south facing side, but still, it has to be strong, right? You know, issues with the rain gutters in this climate.
I think East Coast Metal did recommend a big gutter, but that may not be possible with your older school copper.
It's not copper.
Or not copper, whatever you're looking at, but not a modern one.
Same capacity or nearly so.
Mhm.
Okay, what,
I'll look at that, Fred, when I get back
So,
to work
um,
tomorrow. and see
well,
where
we
it
can
could be
put-
possibly drain.
grab some, yeah, grab a link for me. Okay. Thank you.
so between
Okay.
Misha and the downspout and
Misha and Fred will work on it.
Oh, so okay, I'm going in and out. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
No. So we could put in the minutes that Misha is going to take a look at downspout ideas.
And communicate to Fred, I'll communicate to Fred the length of the gutter and where could we direct the water from the downspout so it doesn't go in the connector space. Yep.
Okay. All right. How about the numbers for the doors, York?
I just don't like the ones at Bisbee's. Did you
Okay.
see an email I sent a few weeks ago with number, there was a number, it was I checked every website. I didn't have much luck. The one on Amazon was one I was like, that I think would fit the General Weight House. They look pretty nice, like pretty affordable. But anyway, if you look back, I sent you a link a few weeks ago, maybe. I think
Oh,
sent you
I
some-
missed it. I missed it, York. So why
It's
don't
okay,
you
I
just
think
do
that
it?
might
What,
work.
why don't you just do it? And you received that I figured out how many you need of each number.
Okay, yeah, I did.
We can ask Charlie Hosford to wood burn them. Beautifully wood burn them.
Not a bad
I bet that
idea.
Charlie will be happy to do that. It's still winter and he's still cooped up. Little circles, wood burn, drill a little hole, no, wouldn't it fit nicely?
It'd look very nice.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice idea. You mean for the room numbers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that
Charlie
idea.
would be
That'd be
happy. to do
classy.
that. That's like exactly the kind of thing he needs to do in the winter
Yeah.
to stay happy.
Ah,
I love that idea.
Would you ask him?
okay, so
Yeah, if you guys want me to ask Charlie, I'm happy to.
I can
Oh,
give
that
him the
would-
list of numbers.
that would be awesome.
That'd be fun.
That'd
be
be
different.
really, really fun. What a great idea.
Great idea.
Really great idea. And then, what's the current status of the fire marshal?
Haven't heard back from him. I mean, like I wrote you, Anne Marie, we had an appointment to meet. Now it's been 2 weeks. And he canceled the day before.
Yeah,
And he said it will be a couple weeks, but I'll let you know when I can do it again. And he's pretty good at getting back to you, but it takes weeks. So, I mean, he knows that we want it done. It makes me a little nervous, but the fire department went pretty well. So we'll hope this goes pretty well. We'll see.
oh, and then the other thing is,
I'll let you know now.
okay, the other thing was that, Richard said he was going to find a contractor to shave off the bottom of the front door and install weather stripping.
That I didn't end up finding. And I think
Is the door still a problem?
No, it hasn't been rubbing when has it been rubbing?
Wasn't today.
No, it's working good. So as long as winter is steady, it's doing good. Yeah. And the problem is gonna disappear, right, within a month, so.
And we're talking about replacing that door anyway.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Okay, great.
I'd
So it's,
hold off.
I'd let that one slide.
okay, great. Okay, super. Very good. Okay, so now let's move on to the long-term committee report. Under stabilization of Dairy Barn Foundation, at the last month's meeting, we made a motion to get quotes. And I was in communication with two contractors who gave me a tremendous amount of information that I was able to forward to York so that he could begin to put together an RFP. But meanwhile, I just received a cost estimate for what it would take, just so that we know what we're looking at. Todd, this is from Todd. What's his last name? The contact you gave me, Richard.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't remember his last name either.
Todd Rueda.
Yeah, that sounds
How do you
right.
pronounce that? Rueda? Okay.
I think you hit it. I
Is
believe
that
that's
the
how you
one, is
pronounce
he
it.
who was here this morning, who I gave a key to? Someone came by the office this morning that was looking at the barn and they thought they were looking at the barn. And I said, I think we're looking at Dairy Barn. And he talked about foundation and raising the building up and I gave him the key to the barn.
Key to the-
I said, well, that's not what you're doing, but here's the key. And he brought it back. And I said, the dairy barn's open. Is that who we're talking about or is that someone else? Okay, we lost Anne Marie. So we don't know who that was this morning? Huh. Whatever.
What did he look like, York?
You look like a guy.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
so I'm on my phone right now and already you guys sound better. Sorry about that. Okay. So it's $75,000 if we include that includes removing the ceiling, removing the stalls, removing the floor and everything inside to create the shell before jacking it up. So he said that if we found volunteers to do that part, you would save $20,000. But it is dangerous work and they've got all the proper insurance. So it's highly recommended that they would do the whole kit and caboodle for $75,000.
That includes jacking up and then putting a new foundation or whatever.
That includes jacking it up, new foundation, new slab on grade foundation, new sill with anchor bolts. Putting the building back down and anchoring it with hurricane anchor bolts. And the surface of the concrete would be so smooth, it could be the interior, it could be the flooring. We wouldn't have to pay for any flooring.
There's just one little problem.
Okay.
Our reserve fund only has $56,000 in it.
Okay, so that would mean we would need to Toot Sweet fundraise. And what I would propose is one of the wonderful things that Kathy did for us is she put together a typical letter to send out to potential donors. And she and I together put together a list of people that she and I knew that were friends of ours that had relatively deep pockets. I would be willing to send out that letter to 8 or 9 or more people and see what we can do to get money to Sweet, because now we have something to raise money for. We never sent out the letter because we were waiting for a project to ask the money for. Now we have a project.
Yeah.
The project will have to be approved by the select board.
Okay, I understand.
That's
Of
great.
course. Well, first of all,
I mean,
it's first of all, it's going to have to be approved by the select board. Second of all, we're going to have to put out an RFP.
We don't necessarily have to. We can just get a few quotes.
Oh, okay, because I got this quote from Todd, and the other contact we had, his name is Jim Rogers. Jim Rogers is also interested in the job, and he's putting together a quote for me as well.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
Jim,
I think if we can get one more.
Could he have been the guy that came today? Or is he
no, the
already
guy,
done it?
the guy who came today was the guy that would be working with Todd.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Todd told me today, he goes, well, we're ready to do the job in 2 weeks. And I said, well, Todd, this is a public job, and things just don't move that fast.
Welcome to public work.
I think we want the frost out of the ground too.
Yeah, no problem.
So, but anyway, so the cost estimate that he put together was $75,000, and that included $20,000 to first remove the whole interior, and then $55,000 to put beams in there to support the whole building while it's jacked up. The money also includes patching the holes he would need to put into the building to create the beams.
Yeah,
Once they set the building back down onto the slab, they're going to remove the beams, and then he said he would fill in the holes.
Yeah,
I believe
makes
that's a
sense.
good price.
And also it includes, he said that he would need to widen the door in order to put machinery inside the space, but the $55,000 includes putting the door back as it was.
And
Leaving the
and
stairs.
cement.
And leaving the cute little stairs.
That's Anne Marie's number one.
That's right.
Mary,
So-
I think that's a good price.
does this estimate include in the slab, does it include any drainage, waterproofing of the slab and insulation of the slab? If we
Yes.
put any in an insulation, because if this slab is going to be a walking slab, it has to be insulated so it wouldn't sweat. Well, if it's gonna sweat, it's gonna rot the building over time anyway, so that's kind of an important component.
Vapor barrier,
Not just vapor barrier, but also an insulation,
also insulation.
Yeah. so that the temperature of the ground. 'Cause
Yeah, I
it's
should
not
have 2-inch foam under it.
3.5, but sort of. In today's code would say 3.5 inch, no longer 2, but
Wow.
Okay, well, I could certainly confirm that. And that's
What
one
what
of
about
the,
the conduits for the electric and
Water,
a septic
wastewater.
drain somewhere?
okay, so that does not include any of that. So we would have to figure that out with a floor plan, and we would have to get a cost estimate from a plumber and electrician.
Well, the electrical
And-
could possibly go in. It doesn't necessarily have to go in the slab. That can be a pipe coming up and into the wall.
Conduit.
It's a little neater in the slab, but it's also a weak point. So I'd rather see the conduit for the electrical on the outside, getting rid of the weak point. And then I think we talked about having one area for a bathroom somewhere.
That's right.
So we would need to get water and a drain just out of the building. That's pretty straightforward there.
Yeah. Yeah, so the
Just need to pick a
55,000,
location.
yeah, this, I should say, the 75,000 does not include setting the plumbing or the electrical or anything else like that. He said that once they jacked the building up, the plumbing contractor can then go in and do their thing.
Yeah,
And then they pour the concrete around the pipes.
correct.
So that's a job that needs to. So that's a perfect Anne Marie job to do the architectural sketch on where the plumbing would go, and then taking that floor plan and getting some prices from plumbers.
So just a point of reference, Anne Marie, the electrical box, you probably know it anyway, but it can't be in a closet.
Oh, it's got to be visible. I know that.
Right. It's got to have, you got to be able to step away from it 3 feet.
Uh-huh.
So it can be on the wall and we can hang a picture of General Weight in front of it.
Or a picture of Fred as General Weight.
Yeah, that worked too. We can get him to dress up like, George.
So, so that's what it is in terms of what we need to raise for that next project. And then I also contacted Barry Fisher. If anyone ever heard of her, she happens to be quite a well-known photographer that we have in town, and she's a personal friend of mine. And she gave me a quote of $600 to put together 25 to 30 photos that would be historic documentation of the interior prior to the demolition, placed on archival paper and put in a photo album for us. The money also includes 4 or 5 11 by 17 matte finish photos that we could frame and put up inside that space once the job is finished. So I thought $600 for all of that is really great. And she is a professional architectural photographer. She knows what she's doing in terms of taking 3 photos and then editing and putting it all together so that the perspective is just right. It's not someone going in there with an iPhone.
Oh.
And the price includes me forwarding her the photo of the commission with Josh in it. And she can give us a color matte finish print that is frameable. That's within the $600.
Wow.
That seems fair.
So I told her that we could make a motion tonight to approve it, and she could do that in May once the snow is gone and the blue skies are back. You know, she could pick a really good day to go out there.
What you talking about? Snow's gonna be gone next week.
Putting the
Okay.
road crew on that.
So I could
Charlie
tell
did make
her,
Josh freaking out about the temperature.
I could tell her,
Yeah.
you know, she could go in whenever she can go in whenever she wants. You know, it's just it's kind of freezing cold in there right now, but you know, she could go, the sooner the better, actually, the sooner the better, so that, you know, maybe this is a project that we can start in the beginning of May.
I would,
You need a motion, Anne Marie?
Yes, I need a motion to hire Barry Fisher for $600 to give us 25 photos for historic documentation. And from those 25 photos, we would select 5 photos to be printed in 11 by 17 format.
so
Do we
move.
have to send this to the board? No,
No,
the select board?
I mean, we're gonna have to pay for this out of the reserve, for sure.
yeah, for sure.
Okay,
It's under 1,000.
don't you think?
It's under 1,000. You can approve anything up to 1,000, right?
I think it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
it's-
so Richard made a motion. Do we have a second?
Second,
Okay, Richard moved. Fred second.
Academic Tristan is helping,
yep,
Jennifer.
Okay. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Did everyone say aye?
Everybody did.
Everybody did? Okay.
That Bjork, he ran.
Yeah, I don't see York anymore. I was just York's not there, but Misha was able to vote though, right?
York isn't a voting member.
Right, I know, but just Misha,
Yes.
did you say yes? Okay.
I did, all good.
Okay. Now, okay, so stabilization of the dairy barn will need to raise if we only have 50,000 in the reserves, which is what it looks like, we're going to need to raise probably a good, what, 30,000 more? At least.
Yeah.
I'd want a $10,000 pad just in case.
Oh, okay, so in other words, we could say that the job for contingency is an $85,000 job.
I would think that would be safe. I mean,
Yeah,
typically you look at 10%.
okay, that sounds fair. Okay. So this looks like it may be a next year project.
Wouldn't surprise
Well,
me.
I mean, it's got to go in front of the select board. They
Yeah.
got to say yes or no, or ask for changes.
Yeah,
I would maybe suggest that you come up with like a drawing and a general theme of what you want to use it for, to run that by the select board, so that you know right away if they're like, heck, no, we're not doing that at the building. I don't
Yeah.
know. So that you don't put too much action into something if they have a different vision.
Well, we've
Yeah.
sort of done it once. We've discussed this once about gutting the,
Right, about
There.
gutting it, but not what it would become.
yeah.
yeah.
Because Brian Rock talked about it, like I think in that meeting, he was like,
It did.
but what's
Well,
gonna happen, you know, so.
What, the only
I
thing
would
I'm going,
recommend that.
the only thing I'm going to propose in terms of vision at this point is the location of a toilet room. The rest of the space will be open. And it would be just one unisex toilet room.
Okay. I would probably write that up. And then it can go to the select board meeting in 2 weeks. I mean, whenever
Okay.
you're ready, I'm happy to include in the packet, and then you can present it, or Fred can present it, or whatever. And say, this is what we're thinking, so that you know,
Okay,
better, open communication is better than not, obviously.
okay, what's the date of the next select board meeting?
I don't know, what do you think about, do you want to do it for the 30th of March? There's another one.
No, I could do
before
it. I'm going to be home on the 15th. I can be there in person on the 16th to present.
that. Yeah, I think that's the next meeting. Let me make sure, because now I'm confusing myself. Because I had to change the meetings up some.
Okay, so that means I would need to get you the information by next week.
Yeah, so March 16th, March 30th are what I proposed, but we won't know until tonight if the select board agrees with those. But I think they're the best dates, because there's 5 Mondays in March, and then there's Easter. If you think as a commission you'll be ready to do that the 16th, yeah, if you get it to me by like, hopefully the Thursday before, Anne Marie, which is 15, 14,
Yeah.
like the 20th, then I'm happy
Yeah.
to do that.
Okay, I think I can do that. I can shoot for it, and if I can't, then we'll do it on the 30th.
Good point.
Yeah,
It could be worse.
but it's sooner the better, though, certainly.
That's what Joan of Arc says.
Yes. So the other thing that I did do is I sent an email to Debbie Kehoe regarding what she suggests for evacuation plan. And it occurred to me that we could put together a floor plan. We can get the floor plan, evacuation plan, and just get them laminated. Just print them on 8.5 by 11 sheets and get them laminated. So I asked her, does she do lamination of 8.5 by 11 sheets? And if not, who would she recommend?
Go to the Chamber of Commerce. There's laminating a possibility free right there.
Oh, oh, really?
You don't want to use document protectors?
Document protectors?
Yeah.
What's the difference between a document protector and a laminate?
You buy a box of 50 at Staples for whatever, and you just take this 8.5 by 11 and slide it inside the document protector.
Oh, that kind of document protector. Oh,
You take a pair of shears and cut off where the 3-hole binder would be.
well, I think that if we can get it free from the Chamber of Commerce, that's the way to go.
Well, if it's free, it's affordable.
Yeah, who is it that said if it's free, it's for me?
Whatever
So
works.
thank you, Misha. So that's a to-do job is to get architectural drawings. See if I can contact an architectural firm that is willing to donate their time to do that for us.
We can't use anything that Bob Burley did.
Is his business still around?
No, but we've got the drawings. We used them for numbering the rooms and everything. All you'd have to do is take a piece of paper and trace them.
Well,
Trace the
yeah.
room plans.
I was hoping we could do something a little bit looking more professional than that. Yes, we can. Yeah, yes, we can do that.
Yeah, if you get someone, it's fine.
So give me a chance to see if I can get some professional, and if not, we'll do the tracing.
Take,
I mean,
Take
when you
one.
look at any typical building, they look like they've been done by a tracing anyway. They're usually so simple.
yeah. Well, what we
Yeah.
could do is give the architectural firm one of these.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, I didn't want them to come in and measure and everything.
No. Just give them the Bob Burley drawings
Let-
and then they can whip it up on CAD quickly.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So, okay, the next thing on the long-term committee report that I wanted to talk about, and it's 5:17, we're doing pretty well on time, is to have a historic house tour with the Waitsfield Historical Society as part of the 250-year Declaration of Independence anniversary. Oh, hold on, guys. I need to just hold on.
Fred, does this meeting go till 6 or 5:30?
Almost done, it should be 5:30. Should be 2 more.
I could probably drive.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm back.
Back by
She's coming
6:20.
at 5:30. I already told her. I just didn't want her to wait. Thank you, Jörg.
We have Misha until 5:30.
Oh, okay. So, what do you guys all think about this historic house tour?
Well.
It's a lot of work.
I won't count on the Historical Society, because right at the moment, the Board of Directors consists of 2 people.
Yeah. Yeah. There's that.
And we are treading water like crazy.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah,
promise
can't.
I'll have
Okay,
people available.
okay. Well, it never hurts to ask.
Now, if we could, I'd love to, really. But
Yeah. Well, Fred, let's take it offline. Maybe you and I could do something with two houses, or, just really keep it super simple or something like that.
Mhm. Yeah,
Okay, okay.
so,
All right, next is a short-term committee report. Very important part of the meeting to discuss the budget. Did everyone get my email today? I forwarded the budget. York, can you please fill us in on the latest analysis of our reserve?
So we're gonna know a lot more soon. I'll start by saying, Sandy Gallup is really going in the weeds. So let me start over. We had an audit. The audit has cleared what this number is. So whatever it is, 56,000, whatever that is.
It's
Is-
49, it says 49,582.
reserve fund. Well, every time this is printed off, it's different.
It's because so let me move forward. Sandy is like gonna go in the weeds and make an Excel sheet with income and expenses. And in theory, those two are gonna show what Nemrick and what Steve is saying is I think 56,000. For some reason, that's my memory.
Well, it's not written down anywhere.
And then once we get that, just like we have the Excel that I started, which let me share that.
Well, 56,000 is,
So let's start with here. So this is like what I built, and this is not going to be like for the select board, but a simple budget that starting especially July 1st, when the General Weight House Commission has its own checking account. Everything will be approved the same way, but checks will be cut differently. So this is our working budget right now. This should be pretty close for an annual budget. So we'll have an income and we'll have an expense. The reserve already has its own account, which is the only other committee that has its own account is the water. So 46, as we call it, because 45 is operating for General Weight House, 46 is the reserve.
right?
The problem with the reserve, and I'll try to say this nicely, but Sandy's like it started and under Randy. And there were a lot of things that were done wrong. And so Sandy has spent many hours fixing all those problems, which brought us to this year's audit that has gotten us to where we are right now, which again, I believe is 56,000.
Well,
Oh,
So
Okay,
anyways,
so-
Sandy is gonna make an Excel sheet that's gonna show income, people that donated money, including the donation of money from the town. And then
Mhm.
expenses, the furnace, the seal, the roof. The photographs eventually will be in there, the painting, the work Richard did, and that's gonna give the bottom line. Cause Nemrick, that's not the way Nemrick works. Nemrick is not intuitive. And Nemrick, that's what you're looking at. These spreadsheets are from Nemrick. So once Sandy's done with that, which could be by Wednesday, that's gonna be a lot clearer for everyone. And when that's done, I'll send that to everyone. She worked on it a lot last week. I was gonna work on it today. So hopefully.
Okay, so-
Time will really clearly show, oh, yep, there's our 56,000 or whatever the number is.
Okay, so York, in the town report, it says 100,000. So, Fred or somebody, tomorrow at town meeting, I would appreciate it if someone could stand up to the microphone and explain to the citizens that we've had a lot of confusion, but we're working on it. And the real number is
56,303. It might be a little less
50
than that now. That's been the
53.
number, I shared that number February 3rd.
Why isn't it in the town report?
Actually, Anne reshared that number, but I had shared it. I had shared it and then Anne reshared it. $56,303 is what is February 3rd was in the reserve.
Well, on page 52 of the town report, other town funds. There are two funds there named General Weight House. One's called maintenance and one's called capital account. The first one has almost 26,000. The second one has 45,000 on it. Then on page 34, expenditures. It shows what's budgeted for expenditures and everything. But it doesn't show the I can't find the income for the rentals anywhere.
That's
I mean, there is like,
well, again, that's why I'm excited about that simple Excel sheet that Sandy's making, a simple Excel sheet that I made. That's clearly
Well,
gonna show rentals are coming in, the town operating $4,000 contribution. Like this just shows that contribution. And yeah, I mean, the income, all income for the general way house should be shown in the income. And actually, I'm not sure I did do that.
okay, so all I'm saying is whatever is in the book is not accurate. And so it would be great if Fred or someone volunteers to stand up to the microphone to explain. And it would be a great opportunity to say the next project that the commission is working on is the stabilization of the dairy barn, and we're welcoming donations.
well, the select board has a meeting tonight to go over how we're gonna conduct the meetings.
Bless you.
I'll ask them if they even wanna raise this subject.
Okay.
I don't think there's anybody that can explain
Okay.
it. I'd be
Sandy,
terribly,
All right,
will-
so, okay, but what if someone raises their hands?
well, then we're screwed.
No, I mean, a lot of this is, Steve and Sandy can clearly say what this is, but. Well, we don't have much time because it's 5:26.
Okay. All right, so I'm willing to keep quiet about it, but I think we should be prepared to have a response in case someone raises their hand and asks a question.
Well, Sandy and Steve are confident in the $56,000. Especially because of the audit. And I
Okay.
think almost $2,000 had to be moved from one place to another. That was just based on something that had happened in the past with the previous treasurer. So, and again, there'll be more transparency and easier to read once Sandy's done getting out of the weeds and pulling that Excel sheet.
Okay, the deposit,
Okay.
I stand corrected. The rental income is here under maintenance account.
Okay, great. Okay. Okay, so let's move on to, we've got 3 minutes before Misha is leaving. York, you wanted to talk about cybersecurity within the building. I think that's pretty important that we can.
So we have a new cyber IT firm called Rural Solutions. Thomas, who owns the company, and I did go to the General House to kind of do a preliminary look. His biggest concern is there's only one actual line that goes to all the offices. He finds that pretty concerning. In his opinion, it'd be a lot safer for the renters to each have their own line. He's like, we can do this, but he made it sound like it's not that hard. And I don't know anything about running lines. Well, I've run electricity, it's probably similar, but in his opinion, that would be the one thing that we should do. I have a phone call with him, a meeting Wednesday at 10 a.m. And so I can add that to our meeting and just say, hey, can we circle back and figure out, because I think that would be the responsible thing to do since we offer internet, to make sure the internet's secure.
Would
It's
that
kind of
be
like-
a, would that
Yeah,
be
go
a
ahead.
town expense or a general Weight House reserve expense?
it'd have to come out of us.
I mean, I think that would be appropriate to be operations. I mean, but again, we technically don't have operations money. Like everything we spend right now just comes out of undesignated funds. Because there's no budget. That will change as of July 1st, and the hope will be there's 1,000 extra in it, you know, and so every year it's supporting itself. With jobs like this, I mean, I think this would fit under operations. I mean, the renters are putting money in
I agree.
and we're putting money out.
Yeah,
Um,
it's an
Maybe
expense.
finding how much it would cost would be a good next step. So if you want me to look
Excellent.
into that, I'm happy to try to see like ish what that will cost.
Oh, please. That'd be great.
I mean, there's in an ideal world, we would sign Rural Solutions to do cybersecurity for all the public buildings. The town
Mhm.
garage, the general warehouse, the fire department, and here, maybe the library. But right now, I mean, that's financially, we're not ready to do that.
Mhm, mhm. Okay, so the the furnace and propane issues, we just wanted to mention that when we had the incident with the fire department and they had to come in and recognize that the odor was due to an empty tank, they ended up sending us an invoice, and Fred took the time to challenge the invoice on our behalf, and wanted to extend my gratitude to Fred taking the time to do that. So Fred, you want to fill us in on how it went?
I just called them up and, complained that, it should be on them because we're on automatic refill. And we should never have ran out of gas, which precipitated the problems with this furnace. And
Well, and then the conclusion is that at the last meeting, we voted to purchase a temperature sensor,
Mhm.
and it
Okay.
was purchased and it is installed, correct?
No, but I did purchase it, I think.
Yeah, you purchase it, it's en route. It's en route. The temperature sent, we ordered it from Amazon, it's en
It's en
route.
route.
Yeah.
And then a week later, I got a call from one of the managers and they admitted, yes, you're right.
I just threw the bill away today.
Did you? Okay. They admitted it was their fault and,
It was almost $600. I almost fell over.
yeah, me too.
I mean, come on.
We're running out of gas, yeah.
And they were there for probably 30 seconds.
Yeah, so anyway, good outcome.
Great, $600, but we didn't have to pay.
Crazy. That's a lot of money.
Okay, that's awesome. All right, then we've got projects that are underway. Plaster ceiling. My contractor, Joe, is still on vacation. He'll be back in April. So actually, the plaster ceiling probably will not be completed until May because we don't know how much it's going to cost, and we'll have to get all the quotes from him when he returns in April, so we can discuss this on the agenda at the May General Wade House meeting. And then he could do it in May.
It'd probably be just as well to let the frost get out of the ground before you did it.
The plaster
Yeah, 'cause
for the
it's a stone
ceiling?
It's a stone foundation,
And so
Yeah.
it would move.
possibility of it.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, that would work great. That timeline would work great, Anne. That would work great.
Okay, so our current jobs are plaster ceiling, LED lights, which we're working on. Thank you, Fred. And the gutter for the entrance and the numbers on the doors. And we discussed all those things already. The maintenance work that was completed is we did get the deadbolt and the Friends of the Mad River completed, and the temperature sensor is en route. Those are the only things that we did that's completed. Okay. Here's another project that's underway that's not on the agenda. I received a cost estimate from Travis. He can complete the pavement of the parking lot and retamp the handicap ramp and add a mortar additive to stay mat for the top of the ramp, turning the color more gray in color for a total of $1,600.
The whole parking lot?
Yes. Well, it's not the whole parking lot because he did half the parking lot last summer.
Thank you, Misha.
And Maria, I apologize, my ride is here. Thank
Okay,
you.
well, thank you for coming. Okay, Misha, before you walk out the door, would you vote yes to do the for Travis?
Parking lot.
$1,600.
I'm sorry, I apologize for that. I don't want to cause
Oh,
trouble.
okay,
The
we'll put
parking lot is, I'll stay for a second. I don't see what is their problem because it's a nice gravel parking lot. But I didn't
No,
know there was a problem.
No, the only problem is, Misha, is that when we did the ramp job last summer, Travis had extra material. And so he spread out stay mat on half of the parking lot.
Are you talking about paving, as in paving, or putting stay mat? Stay mat.
Stay
Oh,
mat.
I'm good with that. Sorry, I misunderstood. Thank you. Oh, I'm in favor. I'm in favor of stay mat. Yes.
Okay.
Have a good evening.
See you tomorrow.
Take care.
Okay,
Right? See you tomorrow.
Tomorrow at 9. Yeah.
okay, so I would like to have a motion to approve it so that we could bring it before the select board for their approval because it's over $1,000.
So moved.
Second.
Take your
Okay.
pick.
Okay,
Sort it out.
so then York, we'll put together this motion right now and then you'll put it for the 16th, for the select board meeting on the 16th.
Okay.
So it's-
could he send me that quote?
Yes, he sent it to me today, and so I'll forward it to you once I get it.
Okay. Cool.
So it should do the trick of the concerns that people had on the accessible ramp by putting some kind of a mortar mix with the stay mat, turning it gray, but it should be a harder surface and he will tamp that down.
And that was $1,600.
$1,600.
Okay, it is officially on my penciled agenda.
Wonderful. And I'll forward you his cost estimate via email.
Cool.
Cool. Okay.
And I'm gonna add conceptual design also for the 16th.
Yes.
Okay. And you're gonna plan on being there.
Yes.
Okay.
And I might as well give them a rundown on all the projects we've completed since the roof was put up.
Okay.
Just
It's
a, you know, like a,
semi-busy, it's a semi-busy meeting, so I mean, you know, Brian's the boss of the meetings, of course. And he's probably gonna be good with that as long as it's not too long, because the first meeting after town meeting can be pretty lengthy. But I think that's a
okay,
good idea.
I can prepare something that should take no more than 5 minutes, all said and done.
I think that's great. I mean, they all
Okay.
obviously care about the General Way House, so, and you guys have been busy.
Well, it was a slow month, but you know, we're still moving ahead, full speed ahead, getting cost estimates and all of that. And next month, I'm going to be a lot busier because next month I'll do the letters for fundraising.
If
You
you
know,
could,
this-
if someone knows of another contractor to get a quote, so that we have at least three, I would even prefer four, to be honest, but a minimum of three, then that would be good. If Richard knows someone else or Fred or,
Well, I
Okay,
knew
so
Todd.
well, I got Todd and Jim. So if Richard and Fred, let's talk to Gib, for heaven's sakes. I mean,
I would
Gib
talk to
could
him.
probably
Give
let's-
the guard be better.
give,
Yeah.
let's give this as a Gib assignment to get one or two more quotes for the job.
Make sure he has the right specifications. The same
Right.
as what this, same as this individual.
Yeah,
plumber.
we need a
Exactly.
similar.
Similar.
And then we're
Yeah.
gonna need quotes from plumbers also.
Yes, we have to work on that too. Maybe
Unless
Gib
there's
can do
some
that
general
too.
Contractor that can do both, but
Well, they're just gonna put in a,
I mean, it's not gonna be expensive, but
Just a
probably
couple of-
$1,000
yeah, probably would be.
or more.
Well, they're just gonna
Well,
put
the only plumber that I know is Pring. And they have a reputation of being quite expensive.
Cream's done really well for us though with the furnace and they've been very responsive. Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
But they're-
they've been very responsive to the town's
Oh, they're
needs.
very professional. I mean, they're probably the most professional plumbers in the valley. It's
What do you
just
pay
that they
for?
tend to be, you know, that you pay, but you know, it's what you pay for, right?
They fixed the toilet in the General Way House also. Was that the men's bathroom? That was the men's bathroom.
I didn't know the toilet needed to be fixed.
Look at that. We did it without you even knowing. And you know everything.
I had no idea. Oh, that reminds me of toilets. What was the conclusion that we had about the exhaust? What to do about the exhaust of the upstairs toilet room?
I don't
mean,
think we
I was
ever,
there. Yeah. Richard, were you and I there when the electrician was there and we were talking about it? I feel like I was there with somebody. That was months
Like-
ago.
yeah, it was a long time ago. I don't think you were here last month, York, when we were talking about it, but, obviously we can't go through a gable end because we don't have one. Um, but I wonder if we could vent the fan into the chimney that isn't being used for anything.
Oh,
And
good.
that would just free it all up.
That's an interesting
Okay.
idea. Is that legal?
What's that?
Is that legal?
We'd have to ask the electrician or the plumber. As long as the chimney isn't being used,
Makes sense.
I
to
mean,
me.
it'd have to be sealed off downstairs, so it can't be used. But
that
it would
makes
save
sense.
us drilling a hole through the roof.
Yeah, because we can't
That
do
we-
the wall, right? That's been established.
No, we don't want.
Yeah, we can't do the walls. And I don't think we can do the soffits.
Okay, so this sounds like another Joe Stager project. Joe
Or an electrician
installed,
question.
well, Joe installed the exhaust fan in my home.
Oh, okay.
So he went up into the attic and he he put in a cardboard box around it. And then the vent we have a gable end. So it was through a gable end. But I could have him take a look at it when he comes back in April.
I would say that'd be the thing to do.
Okay, so that's another Anne Marie job, but that will be on the May agenda because I'll talk to him in April and get a proposal for May.
It might be against code to go in the
It
chimney.
could be.
Just a quick look, it looks like it might be against code. That if it could work, that's a good idea.
Well, I know it's against code if the chimney is used. The chimney would have to be made inoperable in order for it to, and then I'm not sure.
You know if it's fully lined?
It is not.
I don't know that.
It might have to be fully lined, but you could probably run a duct all the way up it, and then it would be fully lined theoretically. You're just running a duct through the chimney. That might be possible. That might
I mean,
be-
like a 3-inch pipe.
Yeah,
3 inch.
I think that's what the ducts are. I've installed bathroom vents before.
Most of the fans are 3 inches. Some are 4.
So you're right, yeah. You can put a fan, yeah, you're right. Yep. These are all very good projects, but I don't know if we get enough money to do them all.
I know. So
Mhm.
it's just, we could do all these small projects. We just will not be able to do the foundation for the until
Yeah.
we can raise more, another 40,000 or something like that.
I agree.
I think that these smaller projects take precedent right now. I mean, like the 1,600 for Travis, the 600 for the photography, and then doing the exhaust, doing the plaster work.
And then leave the barn for next year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Well, if
okay.
anyone knows how to fundraise, I can feel it. I can feel that Anne Marie is a machine.
Fundraising machine.
I can feel it, right?
well, my brother is a professional fundraiser.
Oh, well, that's fine too. Your brother works.
So he could review my letter for me and before I send it out. And I have the list that Kathy and I already assembled. And I would send this letter via email to all these people. Right?
We could send it even hard mail and email. I'll even pay the postage. And by I mean the town.
Would the town pay the postage? That would be great.
Well, sure. I mean, yeah, I think if you say there's really big things happening in the General Way House, these are the things that have happened. These are the exciting things to come.
Okay, I could
Be
put
a really
together a
good
letter. So if I put together a letter, I'm going to have to put together a custom made letter for each person. Because that's the best way.
Really? See, I told you, Anne Marie knows what to do.
Oh, she knows.
I would have known how to do that. That makes a lot of sense, though. Good idea.
So I would have a letter for each person. I don't have their addresses. I would have to get their addresses. So maybe
Well,
that's
if you think
something.
email, I don't know. Is email just as good?
Well,
When you're
maybe
up to this point.
I think
It's
email, right?
it's probably
Yeah.
no more dependable.
well,
True.
Fred, our phone book has addresses, right?
Not for everybody, but for a lot of them.
Okay, so if I gave you the list, see, I don't have the phone book. You
I'll
can go
research it.
down the list and see if you've got addresses for people.
Yep, give it to me and I'll try to get addresses.
Okay,
you're
Fred,
gonna
that
cut-
would be great.
Are you gonna call
Because-
this save? Are you gonna call this Save the Barn versus Save the White House?
Oh, definitely. Save the dairy barn.
Yeah, yeah, you sent me the
Right?
list. Yes, that's what I was wondering, yeah.
Save the dairy barn. Absolutely. We already saved the house.
We saved the house, now we're working on the dairy barn.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, you give me the list and I'll do my best to get addresses.
That's great because I think a real bona fide letter would be way better.
I do too.
And also Jennifer can get addresses. I think she's allowed to do that. I've gotten address from her before.
Oh,
Links
that
with
would be
people. You can
wonderful.
ask Rebecca. I mean, Jennifer knows everything. She's scary.
She does.
Don't not cross Jennifer.
No.
I'm not joking. That's a terrifying nightmare. I don't want to be part of it.
If you, I don't know a whole lot about fundraising, but does it make any sense to put up a few posters in ideal locations?
Yeah.
Like, Maherons and I don't know, post office or
And then the one thing that's really great about emails is that I would be able to include the link directly to the town website so they could push the button to donate.
Excellent. And these days, Front Porch Forum has replaced the bulletin board.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. So that would be another job, is to put together a Front Porch Forum post.
Yeah, and you can do the link in there too.
Yeah, when the day comes.
That's right.
Yeah, maybe that and just the Valley Reporter would be all you
Well,
need.
maybe
Oh.
I'll contact Kathy. Maybe she'd be willing to help me out with that. Yeah. With the Front Porch Forum post. With the link to the website. The thing to do would be to get a large donation and use it as matching money.
Yeah.
Like if I can get $5,000 from a donor, I can say, if you donate to the General Weight House, it will be matched until we use up $5,000. So that will be the plan of action that I'll use.
You're good at it. You're very good.
Well, no, it's just, public radio stuff. That's how they do it. Okay, well, I think we covered everything, and it's not even 6 o'clock.
Good, because all I've had is a few peanuts and cheese today. So I'm gonna go find something to eat before I slept for.
The only other thing on the agenda is under other business, recruitment. I did contact a couple of my former PTA friends when we were on the PTA 20 years ago when our kids were little. Everyone that I contacted, they are all volunteering for something else.
All right.
But because once a volunteer, always a volunteer, right?
If you want something done, find a busy person.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So please, we need to get someone, and also maybe that's something that can be announced at town meeting tomorrow, is that we're looking
100%.
for more
That's a good
people
idea.
for the General Weight House.
That's a really good idea. Agreed. Brad, add it to your very long list.
So we could say, are you interested in preserving historic buildings?
No, no,
Do
no,
you-
you say, no, this is the way you do it. The general wants you.
I mean, there's a lot of exciting stuff happening there in the community. There's no way you can miss it. So now's a good time that maybe people will be like, wow, they're really doing stuff. Like people don't want to be in a commission that's not doing stuff. And you guys are doing stuff. And so now's the time to probably act.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Fred, you're gonna take that on tomorrow.
Yep.
And that's a really good line, York. This is an active commission really doing stuff.
Yeah, put that on a t-shirt.
I mean, we asked the townspeople for money for the roof, and guess what? There's a new beautiful roof on there right now.
I mean, the fact that they agreed to the $100,000 last year, that is not a little amount of money. It goes to show that the community does support the Jenner Way House, and now there's a commission that's really rocking it. So, movers and shakers.
Well, really, according to that budget report, if I'm reading it right, we had almost $100,000 worth of work done. So we could say that
over
100,
100,000.
that what's left in the account is what we've received from donations.
As a fact. Correct.
So we spent the townspeople's money, $100,000 in all the projects that we did this year with the painting and the roof and all of that.
Yeah, and honestly, all really good deals.
Furnace,
The
right?
roof was a really good deal. I mean, because people really
Furnace,
community.
right.
Richard. I mean, yeah, it looks great. Again, my 23-year-old daughter she can't believe how different it looks now from when she visited last spring break. She's like, it's a different, like you can't miss it. Like she brought that up. I didn't bring it up. She said, it's crazy how different the building looks. Which I think is amazing. And that's my
That's
23-year-old daughter who's not very observant because she's a daydreamer. So that must mean everybody notices it.
Well, it looks better
Oh,
than that
that's
blue
great.
tarp.
I forgot about blue tarp. I let it go.
A year ago.
Where's that blue tarp?
Oh, it went the way of the buffalo. The big dumpster in the sky,
Legit.
but that bought us some attention.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Mhm. Okay, well, do I hear a motion for adjournment?
I so move.
Second,
Okay, all in favor? The three of
Aye.
us. Aye,
Yeah, technically, you've probably not been meeting since Misha walked out.
that's true. But we got Misha's part of the vote. Oh, did we even make a motion? Shoot.
For the stay mat?
yeah, I thought we did.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, but do we have it clear and written out?
No, Carol will pick it up. You verbalized it.
Yeah, I think you had it.
And Carol will,
Carol will put something together for us.
Noting that Misha was a yes vote before the actual, so just hopefully Carol can have that show that Misha voted
Yeah.
yes to the.
Yes,
it was unanimous, end of story, whatever.
yes, exactly. Exactly. And it needs to be brought before the select board on the 16th.
Yep.
So I'll tell Travis it was approved at this meeting and I will let him know after the 16th.
Yes. Yeah, and you're gonna be there to talk about it, so it's.
Yeah.
Well, I don't need to do anything, so I'm in.
Okay, great. Well, the thing you're going to do is talk to Charlie Goodman.
Yep, it's on my calendar.
Goodman
Great.
or
Charlie Hosford.
Hosford?
I mean,
yes.
Hosford, I'm sorry, Charlie Hosford. All right. Well, have a wonderful evening, everyone.
You too.
Enjoy your last time in your second home.
Thank
Wonderful
you.
job,
Thank you.
Anne.
Yeah.
Wonderful job, Anne Marie.
Yep.
Oh, thank you.
Wonderful job.
Good luck,
Thank
Richard,
you.
with your knee.
Thank
Yes,
you.
Richard, good luck.
We're getting there every day.
Great.
Good night,
Okay.
everybody.
Good
Night.
night.
Night.